Ignite, sparked by BBB, where conversations are taking place to change the future.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to BBB Sharing. This is Joshua here at the Ignite Sparked by BBB podcast studio. Today I have Mr. Wayne Lewis. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Good, good. Even though it's a little rainy, we're still going through it. It's a good
Absolutely.
day. But
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about you.
Well, I'm the owner of Keen Eyes Auto Detailing in Stafford, Virginia. Like rainy days like this is when our business is, pretty much at a standstill.
Hmm.
But this is a perfect opportunity for me to take the time to work on my business, do special interviews like this, podcasts. This is the downtime of my business where I really cherish because I got to catch up on some of the stuff that I've been missing out on, in-house cleanup of my booking app and catching up with meetings and growing my business.
That's perfect. You kind of have to be spontaneous about that because you don't know when it's going to rain, especially here in Virginia.
Exactly. And it's like, if you like Virginia is like OC, or what do you call it, ADHD or whatever. The weather's like, if you don't like it, just wait a minute.
It'll be snowing tomorrow, don't worry.
Actually, it was supposed to be cold tomorrow.
No way. You're
Yes.
joking.
Yeah, it's 54 degrees for tomorrow and Wednesday.
It was so nice this weekend too.
Tell me about it. But,
But tell me a little bit about just kind of when it's not raining. I'd like to know a little bit more about what goes into auto detailing.
as a, my background comes from military. I did 22 years in the Army.
Hmm.
So that instilled the attention to detail quality that I bring into my auto detailing business. And look forward to servicing my customer's vehicle with pride and care. And a typical detailing session will involve receiving a call from a customer, asking them what needs they need pertaining to their vehicle, listening to their feedback, offering my services. I try not to be too complicated. That's why at this moment, I'm only offering two services, gold and silver, pretty much clean and cleanest.
Okay.
So the silver detail is mostly for customer who have newer vehicle and they just want a refresh and maintenance for their vehicle. And the gold detail is for those mom and dads that are traveling with pets and kids and have all the food stains and the pretty much life happens. And
Yeah.
so that's where the gold detail comes into play. Pretty much we do a factory reset of the interior from the headliner all the way to the spare wheel compartment.
Wow.
So we take the spare wheel out, we clean in there. And most vehicles that are needing the gold detail are vehicles that has never been detailed before.
Hmm.
So typically, we see at least 4 gold details a week, and in between maintenance, customers who comes for the silver detail, and we have ceramic coating, window tinting, paint correction, a plethora of little in between services we provide to our customers.
Okay. That's actually really cool. I didn't realize that so much would go into something like that. But
Indeed. Some people, I mean, they come to us and ask us for advanced paint issues on their vehicle
mhm.
that I would refer them to my body shop. In this business, you have to know who can do certain repairs. I try not to be a jack of all trades. So I have a paint guy, I have a paintless dent repair person that comes
Okay.
remotely come out to the customer's home and pull dents out, without having to do extensive body work.
Yeah.
So
What made you want to do something like this?
it's funny. I had an 2016 BMW 7 Series. I always liked the big body style vehicle.
Hmm.
And I had some love marks, minor swirls, scratches on the hood. And I took it to a detailer, and I guess the scratches were too deep for him to remedy. So he didn't charge me anything, but he took almost 4 days until he told me, "Yeah, I can't do this." So
He was trying his
he was
best.
trying his best. I looked at it. It looked decent from the outside because it looked like he polished the outside as well, but the love marks were still there.
Mhm.
So I was like, let me try. So I went to Harbor Freight, bought a buffer, and a buffer is one of those rotary machine with pads on there. You put rubbing compound, paint correction compound on the pad, and I tried my best to remove a couple of the scratches that I saw on the hood,
Mhm.
and it ended up burning through my paint. That's a process where the pad becomes so hot that it actually damages your clear coat and go straight through into your paint. So you pretty much need to repair your paint by having it paint over. So I end up spending probably $800 to paint the hood of my vehicle. And lesson learned from that is if I knew better, I would have done better. And I started to, become more interested in all the detailing. And then I found this training program called Detail King there out of Pennsylvania. And I was active duty at the time, and I spoke to my senior sergeant and was like, okay, does the military pay for this type of training? And he said, yeah, they do. Vocational training and stuff like that are covered with the GI Bill. And I said,
Mhm.
okay, great. Put in my leave form, requested the days of training. I went out to Pennsylvania, booked my hotel, spent 3 days there. We learned about marketing, how to do interior detailing, exterior detailing, and how to properly set up your business.
Oh my God.
So from that point, I was just, uh, you establishing small client at a time,
Mhm.
lowballing, doing it for cheap. I spent the first summer just roughly sweating bricks just every day, going from referral to referral, and I was doing it for cheap and learning in the process of how to get it done right, and fast forward, I would say 2 years, I decided that okay, I'm more valuable than the price I was charging. So it
Yeah.
took me 2 years to realize that. And I raised my price. I lost some customer, but I gained some other customers because the ones who wanted for cheaper, you know, they'll look elsewhere. But once you establish quality, dependability, certification, those type of investment you put into yourself, it shows in the business and the quality you provide to customers. So right now, fast forward my almost 6 years in the business now, retired military, and I am still working from out of my garage at home. However, I call it my my
No shame in
boutique.
that.
No,
Yeah.
there isn't. I'm in the process of extending my garage right now to accommodate me washing vehicles inside the garage,
Mhm.
and taking it slowly because right now the economy is unstable. I don't want to invest in a brick and mortar, be responsible for the livelihood of employees full time, and then having it uprooted because I wasn't properly prepared. So one thing the military taught me is always, you have to is proper planning prevent piss poor performance.
Mm.
So pretty much taking it slowly. I have been investing in training with the BBB now, and I'm on the verge of I believe in a couple of weeks I'm going to another training to with FinLab to learn about using their industrial strength ceramic coating, and that is a semi-permanent coating that lasts for a very long time, almost a lifetime, where you can apply it to the undercarriage of a car. Some people right now they're spraying some type of black film underneath the car to prevent rusting. This is a clear ceramic coating that I can spray underneath the person's vehicle. I could spray it on farm equipment like John Deere tractor trailers. You can tell sometimes when they get bleached looking in the sun, where they're all bleached, the green is no longer green, but it's looking dull.
Yeah.
So the ceramic coating would actually preserve the color, prevent rust. So that's another training that I'm doing. And when I'm qualified to do that, then I can start working on farm equipments and everything as well to take my business to the next level.
Okay. Is that like the new thing in like auto detailing?
It's the industrial coating has been around for many years. The application of it on the way it's being applied to different surfaces is new.
Okay.
For example, you can spray it on concrete, wood. Now, on the carriage of vehicles, that's something that I've seen new. Not many people are doing that. They're using the old method of a tar-looking substance, which hardens and like a Teflon type of substance underneath the vehicle to prevent rust. And this is going to be more of a cleaner looking method where you decontaminate it on the body of the vehicle, and you spray a substance that hardens and bond with the metal surface of the vehicle, and it's pretty much permanent.
Okay. Wow. I'm excited to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. It was really nice to meet you. I know we're talking on the phone a little bit, but did you have any last words that you wanted to tell everybody who's listening?
Support small business in today's economy. Your person, your neighbor to your left and right is your best support. Look out for one another. Wayne from Keen Eyes Auto Detailing. I could be reached at Keen Eyes Auto Detailing on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. If you're in the Stafford or surrounding area, hit me up. I offer military discount as well. And thank you for listening.
Thank you guys. You guys know where to find us, all of our social media, BBB on YouTube, Ignite Sparked by BBB on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Ignite, sparked by BBB, where conversations are taking place to change the future.